Welcome, welcome, welcome. Give me a moment here, guys, and I will be ready for everyone. Just a moment. Just sharing this so more people can enjoy the live. We voted and the votes are in, and we're gonna do a live talk. What's going on? Orale! I just missed the vote. It's all right. Looks like the votes were in, and it was a little bit over, almost 60+% on the live. So for everyone to enjoy. So that is what's going on. Give me just a second here. I'm just trying to make sure everything is streaming just good. Can you guys hear me well? I need to know. Hey, my wife's on here. Everybody say hi to my wife. So give me a second here. I'm trying to get all the chat room stuff here, so be just a moment. All right, so the pest is my wife. So if you guys don't know who she is, she's right there in the chat room. You guys want to say hi to my wife? She's the pest. The pest is my wife. So if you guys don't know who she is, I'm gonna move a little bit more forward. All right, so I'm gonna say hi to everybody. So hi Rob, hi Marv, Moldy, Sebastian. Matthew, Craig, McDubbin. Hi Rob, hi Mark. Welcome to the live session, PincheAls Garage, and primarily this live session is all about Patreon. So we're going to explain in more detail in this session because it's very vital that everybody knows what Patreon is and understands how Patreon works. Well, my version of Patreon. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, this is how Patreon. No. I'm gonna give you guys why I use Patreon, and I pretty much break it all down so everybody who's watching outside of Patreon on just YouTube general understands and gets a better idea of what we're doing currently and what is going to happen and then what we are going to do. Okay, so present, future, and like super future. All right, what's going on, Ed? Welcome to the live stream. So Patreon is a service that you go to patreon.com. It's a subscription service for content creators. So I create a lot of content. All right, so I make videos for fixing cars, modifying stuff, and building engines, and working on motorcycles now. This content is strictly universal to YouTube. So we make all the content, we upload it to YouTube and everything. Now what Patreon is that you pay a subscription, you pay a fee, $5, $10, or $28 a month. You can pay more, it's up to you guys on that situation, but that's what I request on our Patreon page. Now, what does this give you? Number one, the money that you guys put in or invest in monthly on my channel is a little different. Now, what people use Patreon for in general is a form of income, okay? This is like their livelihood. This is their job to create content on a daily basis. This is not my job. This is my passion. This is a thing that I do strictly for fun, and I don't use it for income. This money that I receive from you guys is not my money. It's your money, okay? And to clarify, every single dollar that we've spent has gone into this car slash engine slash build that we're doing right now. Every single dollar, okay? What that means, oh, what's up? Thanks for that big shout out, man. Appreciate it. Yep. From Sebastian, thank you for the great content. It's helped me so much with my Mark IV 1.8 GTI over the last year. And again, that's why we do what we do here, is so we can help you. We're not here to take advantage of anyone in any way, shape, or form. I don't make money off of this, even though I just made almost $5, but it's not going to me. It goes back into the YouTube channel. Now, all the money that we raise through Patreon is for that thing back there. Okay, and you guys can see what I'm talking about. That beautiful, beautiful machine that we just built is what all the money that we raised for. Okay, that's what it's for. It has no other purpose but to build a really, really cool VR6 turbo that we just built. Okay? Damn, thank you, Craig Taylor. I give me little hippos. I love it. So this money that we've raised has only gone into that. We bought the car. We did interior stuff. We used it for headliners. We used it for paint. We used it for buying a vinyl wrap that's we're gonna get done. It's all for that. Now, the way that I use Patreon is not to fund my life or to fund anything. It's to fund your guys' passion that is similar to mine and having fun doing it. But the best part of that is that you guys have total control of the content that we create on this channel. And that's what makes Patreon superior to just general YouTube. I was gonna start the YouTube subscription service, and I didn't like how it controlled things. I didn't like it. It wasn't very open, and it didn't offer a lot of options for the community to get involved, like how Patreon does for you guys. So Patreon gives you a little bit more freedom to create polls, suggestions, posts that we can control, navigate, and it keeps it very private. It keeps it more under control based off the people that are a part of it. And that's what makes it amazing for the community. Now, all the videos that we've generated and created pretty much that get us to today's point where that engine's pretty much done have been exclusive to Patreon after 7 days. After 7 days, then we release the content to the general general audience on YouTube. And what benefits is that they get to see what you guys already seen, which entices them to be like, oh, I should become a Patreon member. So we've raised a ton of money, okay, guys? And that money you guys see every single time. We bought and bought and bought. I've been banking the money so we can have a large sum of dollars, so we can just make a major purchase of all this stuff that we purchased just recently. And you guys can see that everything that I purchased, I've shared with you guys. Again, transparency is what I am all about. Honesty is one of the biggest things in my life. I'm not here to swindle. I'm not here to lie and create promises, that I can't complete. Every single thing I've said, I've been able to complete. Now, I've had complications where I broke my wrist, I had a heart attack. I can't control. I can't control my life. You know, you guys are gonna understand. This is a passion. This is what I do for a passion, not for a living. So when things happen where I have to dedicate more time to my family, you know, I have to dedicate more time to my self well-being, you guys, you know, we'll give you the heads up, you know? We'll give you the heads up about what's going on. You know, I keep you guys informed. I keep you in the loop. Sometimes I don't. It does become to a portion, you know, when I had the heart attack, I fell into a little bit of depression. You know, when I broke my wrist, I actually fell really into a deep depression because I rely on these hands, guys. These hands are what make PincheAls Garage possible. And when you lose a hand for a few months, it gets you down, you know, it gets you down pretty hard, and people don't realize, you know, you don't think about anything else but yourself because you're in a dark place. And when that happens, you know, yeah, we lose some subscribers. We lost a decent amount of subscribers, but you know, I can't blame them. You know, it's mostly me. I'm the one who generates this content. I'm the one who keeps you guys here. But I'm back. I'm back. Yesterday, I got my clean bill of health. I no longer wear a defibrillator on my chest. I am not 100% healthy, but I'm officially back to normal. I'm actually allowed to drive a car. I'm actually allowed to ride a motorcycle. I'm allowed to be a normal person again without any major restrictions besides being healthy. You know, when I respect the comment that you have, but it's you gotta understand that it's people also have lives. You have to understand that this is money. You have to understand this money, you're giving it away to a person that's using it to buy parts. And some people, you know, it's hard. You'd be surprised. It's really hard to give away $5 a month to someone. You know, some people, you have disposable income. Some people we don't. And I understand that. And that's why after a week of our content being released, it goes to our general audience on YouTube because they don't have that $5 a month to pay for this content, but they do get to enjoy it after the fact. I don't hold it to my own. I hold it for you guys for a week, and then I release it to them after the fact, which means everybody wins, you know? Yeah, no, I agree, Ed. You know, I agree with you, Ed. You know, we spend $20 on a scratcher. We spend money on a lot of other stuff, but you have to understand, some people see that as a better outcome versus, you know, spending $5 a month on a YouTube channel that just generates content. You know, eventually though, you're gonna win that. That is the eventual goal, that to give you guys that engine. You know, I'm probably gonna set it over here so you guys can see it while I'm talking. You know? There you go. There you go, that's better. Now, the whole point is to generate all this content and we all win from it, okay? I gotta move it more to the left. There you go. So, oh, thank you. I'll show you guys in a little bit the wheels. The whole point is that everybody wins. However, only one will win that engine and the car that it goes into. Only one person. So, explaining all of that to you guys, hopefully we have more clarification and a more stronger understanding about PincheAls Garage on Patreon. Right now, I'm going to give you the heads up. Sorry for the rain. There's a lot of rain just going down right now. Yeah, that's right, Rob. That's exactly right. You know, sometimes people have that income that they can, you know, dispose of 5, 10, 20 bucks a month. Some people can't. And we respect that. We all have to respect that because we all been in that situation. You know, I've been in situations where $2 meant the world to me, you know? And now, you know, I give away a lot of my free time and I give away a lot of my own general money to help, you know, the Volkswagen community. So now that we gave some clarification, now all the money that's raised again goes strictly to the build. And as the build happens, we generate the content, we do unboxings. Whew, a lot of hail. Hail's coming down. We do a lot of unboxing, we do a lot of explaining, and we create content exclusive for all our members. And Carlene, why did you give me $5? You know that goes right back to you. You know, and I want to make sure that you guys see, you know, see through my eyes how I love, enjoy, and appreciate you guys being a part of PincheAls Garage Patreon page. We have been down for a while generating the quarterly boxes. However, for all new Patreons, don't fret. We have your laptop ready to go soon. I'm waiting for a batch of OBD2 cables. For you guys, new guys are not watching and not understanding. So I have laptops that I get a ton of from work that we recycle. I service them, I replace the hard drives with my own money. I buy OBD2 cables with my own money. We set them all up and we use that to give thanks for you to become a Patreon. Now, when you receive your laptop, you get a laptop, OBD2 cable, VCDS Lite, and then you get like 2 gigs worth of Bentley repair manuals. And I mean like a ton of Bentley repair manuals. And then we make some cool wallpapers for you guys. This is a thank you gift for being a part of the Patreon page. But not just that. It's a tool for you guys to get into the diagnostics of repairing and servicing your cars. This is one of the most important tools you'll ever have. Is an OBD2 scanner that really, really reads your computer and tells you what's going on. And it tells you in great detail where those cheap little scanners that you buy for like 30, 50 bucks online are freaking garbage. You know, because they just give you general codes and then they're just like, well, here you go. I'm like, all right, that's great. No, the scanner will give you those codes that you cannot read with an cheap OBD2 scanner. And if you guys want to service your brakes properly, it actually controls your ABS module to open the valves up, and that way you can actually properly bleed your brakes 100%. I bet you guys didn't know that, huh? You know, so a lot of these things, you'd be surprised. Like again, the laptops aren't brand new. They're used, they're hand-me-downs, but they're laptops that are supposed to do one function. Rob's using the function plus on it. But they're meant to be a tool. And then what's going to happen is, as we expand and grow and we generate more income to give back to the Patreons, I'm going to do that. So if after this content, after the motor and engine's built and we have a little bit of extra funds, I want to give away toolboxes. I want to give away legit sets of tools so you guys can have tools and stuff to get the job done right. Again, PincheAls Garage is primarily for Mark IV and older platforms, and we're expanding now to motorcycles. So we're gonna go on to that topic next. So you guys gotta get ahead of that. But yeah, VR6. If you guys are just tuning in, we're giving away a VR6 Turbo. Just so you guys see that, you know, it's back there. We're giving that away. So if you guys don't know, we have a fully built VR6 Turbo here that we're going to give away with a matching car. That's right, it's a matching car. In other words, see that bright ass orange on that? Yeah, the Mark IV is going to be bright ass orange as well. Right? Exactly. Torque set, 10 millimeter. Lots of zip ties. My wife knows. So that being said, as we move forward on the next portion of the topic of the conversation is becoming a Patreon just benefits you in every single way. You get exclusive content, you get new DIYs, you win really cool stuff, you get really cool tools, and it's just a win-win-win. On the standard YouTube side, you just get free content. That's great. That's perfect for anybody in general. So, but if you do love what I do and you want to help us move forward, just become a member. I'm going to add another tier very soon. I'm going to add a $2 tier, which I think is the lowest I'm allowed to do on Patreon. I'm going to do a $2 a month tier. And what that's going to allow you guys is that just exclusive content. All the other perks won't come in, like the laptop and the quarterly items. But if you love what I do and you just want to support what I do, $2 a month, I believe, is very, very capable for a lot of people. Now, don't get me wrong, we still fall into that section where it's like, yeah, sometimes we can't afford that, and I understand that, and I respect that by all means. Okay? I'm not begging, I'm just saying, hey, this is going to be a new tier option, and what you're going to get out of it is just the exclusive content. And you still get a chance to win the engine and the car. So that doesn't take you out of the race. Now, we're going to talk about the engine and the car now. Okay, guys? So the engine and the car, we've built since I first started Patreon. Patreon, we all decided on what car, what engine, and pretty much build. Now, the goal of PincheAls Garage Patreon is to buy a turd, okay? It has to be a good turd, but it has to be a turd nonetheless. In other words, the engine doesn't work, there's something wrong with the electrical, and the interior is trash, all right? The interior on this was phenomenal. The engine was trash, and the body was amazing. When we bought this car for like, I think $800 or $1,000, I forgot what it was when we bought it. It was awesome. But I didn't make the choice of the car. We all voted on it. That's how it works here at PincheAls Garage. We vote. We make a choice on what car to buy, where to get it, and our amount of money we're allowed to spend on buying a car. Now that we did that, we all decided, okay, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. And again, it's all 100% controlled by the members, by the community, okay? And this goes to say, and I say this all the time, it's for the people, by the people, and we only do things by under control of the people. All I do is make the options, and we actually also vote on options, and then we proceed forward once the voting has been completed. A lot of stuff goes down for a week, a lot of stuff goes down for just for a couple days, because sometimes it's just a landslide of a vote. When we picked the color of the car, that took forever. You guys just could not make up your mind, and it went from purple to orange, from purple to orange, and then it just went straight. Then orange just blew up. So we went to straight orange, and then we were stuck with orange, you know. Yeah, no, I couldn't believe we voted on orange. I wanted purple. I voted for purple. I'm allowed to vote too. I have allowed one vote. So, hey, what's going on, Roshindu? It's been a minute, bro. So again, these are what makes it fun to be a part of the community, and this is what makes it amusing, and this is what makes it interactive, and it makes it understand that you guys are a part of the community. That's my whole shindig. It's my whole spew. You know what I mean? And Wayne is loving the unboxing videos. We've been having an unboxing video literally like almost every other day. Nothing came in today, unfortunately. But we have a roll cage coming in. We have a lot more. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me do a quick unboxing. I did get something in the mail. I lied. Here you go. We're going to do a quick live unboxing. This is from New South Performance. So this is just a box. I didn't really think about doing an unboxing, but we're going to do one today. Oh, and this is the trusty blade that we use on every unboxing, by the way. No handle, no nothing. All right, let's see what this is. I didn't want to open it from the bottom because I didn't take off the other stuff. Paper. Ooh, we got an airhead. All right, this is from New South Performance. We bought this. This is the this is the MK4 cluster for pods, for the gauge pods from New South. This is like one of my favorite brands to buy gauge pod holders because they make these things so precise that they're amazing to bolt on. So not even bolt on, they use rubber bands. Now this is for the steering wheel column. We're going to use our air fuel gauge and our boost gauge on this one. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Boost and oil pressure is going to be on these two. And then on the pillar itself, we're going to have the air fuel gauge as well. New South, again, I always repeat, they make one of the best gauge pod holders for Mark IVs because they match the interior the best for the price. This thing was $30 and it matches really, really well. So we have 3 gauges going into the car, 3 most vital gauges for, especially for a VR6 turbo. Oil pressure, boost, and wideband air fuel. Those are the 3 gauges we're going to be depending on this car to keep the vitals very, very good. So there you go, guys. One quick live unboxing. I hate that razor blade. Ay. Yeah, you guys are a lively bunch. Move this over here. All right, so that was a quick unboxing. Nothing crazy, you know. All right, so that's what we do. We do every time we get a box in, we unbox everything, we show it off, we explain what we got, we do everything. Now everything that gets unboxed gets a DIY after the fact. We've made DIYs for the turbo install. I haven't done the turbo install yet. No, we did. I haven't done the manifold one. The manifold one we had a problem. While recording the manifold install, all the microphone, the entire session cut out and I didn't know. That sucks. But I'm gonna do a voiceover and then we'll be fine after that. So there's a full DIY coming for the exhaust manifold and the studs and all that stuff. I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, that manifold literally took me 2 hours to install. 10 freaking nuts. So whoever wins this stupid car and engine, you better appreciate the fact that I cut my knuckles and I cussed a major storm for 2 hours because I had to turn 4 nuts, literally quarter turn at a time for 2 hours. Drove me nuts. All right, so I'm just giving you a heads up on that. That drove me nuts. Hopefully that DIY makes you happy because it didn't make me happy. I almost just lost it for a minute over the last that time. All right. That being said, so I brought on the rain. Yeah, there's so much rain going on right now. It's ridiculous. All right. So now that we finished that and we talked about all that and did a live unboxing, which was coincidental. We don't really do that. The next part is the contest for Patreons this weekend. I have a whole contest coming up, and it's brought to you by Eurotuning. Eurotuning is one of my favorite companies to buy everything from. Okay, it's gonna sound like an ad, guys, but it's not an ad. I'm telling you, this is just coming from me right now. I buy everything from Eurotuning.com. I stopped buying from ECS Tuning, I think almost 2 years ago now, mainly because their shipping prices are ridiculous. Number one, their prices are legit, but their shipping, I don't know what they're doing with their shipping. It is ridiculous on what they charge for shipping costs now from ECS Tuning. It's not even funny. Like, there's moments where I buy like a couple bucks worth of things, and I'm like, why am I paying $30 for this? I don't know. I don't care. I shop at Eurotuning or FCP Euro. No, Sebastian, we didn't use thread locker on that. We used what they call locking nuts. You don't need thread locker for locking nuts. If you cheap out on your nuts, if you use like just basic nuts that just go on, then yeah, you probably want to do some type of super high temp thread locker. But we use a locking copper nuts that are designed to dissipate heat super fast, and they lock pretty much the bolt there. They'll never come out unless you mess with them. Yeah, and that's why I stopped ordering from ECS. And one thing that I did with ECS Tuning is I did ask for a sponsorship. Now, you guys have to understand, when I do sponsorships, I do things based off my own accord. I control what I do content-wise and generate what I do. I don't let companies tell me how to make my content. And ECS Tuning was very open with me. However, when we started talking and they're like, well, we need you to do this, this, and this, and this, I said no. I go, that's not who I am. I don't get told what to do. I make my content and I make it my way. Eurotuning is all like, sure, do whatever you want. Just don't be an a-hole. Don't discriminate other brands, which I don't, but I do. But, you know, we do it as an innuendo. You know, we kind of weave it in and stuff. But again, it's one of those things that we do for fun. We're not here to hate on anybody. You know, ECS Tuning does offer a lot of stuff that Eurotuning doesn't offer. However, Eurotuning is getting better at having stuff that other people don't have and having prices that actually are legit. And their shipping is amazing and it's fast. I don't even pay for premium shipping and I've been getting stuff in like 3 to 4 days. It's insane. I don't know, but it's been cool. So again, for companies that care about customers, I'm gonna promote them more. FCP Euro is another brand that I really, really love buying stuff from. And I usually use them for like OEM parts, like stuff that's like really factory and I don't need aftermarket performance. I'm looking for just a stock component. FCP Euro is probably the best site for that. So if you guys are hearing me right now, FCP Euro, I'm promoting you because you guys are awesome and you guys have an amazing warranty and shipping cost is really, really on par with Eurotuning. So yeah, good stuff. Can't argue it. Okay, now outside of that, next subject is the contest this weekend. All right, give me a second here. We have a contest this weekend for Patreon only, and it's for some pretty cool stuff. Now, Euro tuning, like again, is awesome. So, this is a box when you buy a T-shirt. Okay, I bought a couple T-shirts, but I bought one T-shirt, and they shipped this in a really cool black cardboard box that was wrapped. So the box itself was legit. Like, this is a very cool package. I don't get to see this a lot. So I'm just wanted to share that with you guys. Now, I bought a ton of stuff from them. I also paid for a lot of this stuff. It wasn't all free. A lot of it was given to us, but I paid for the majority of it. And the reason why I do that is because I support companies. I don't take advantage of companies. I support them and I give them as much money as I can afford for this. And so what I could afford was this, and this is the stuff I'm going to return to you guys, Patreon. So we have this really cool air freshener from Euro Tuning. This is one of them. We have a bunch of these. We have this really cool Harlequin t-shirt from Euro Tuning. This is the back, just so you guys know. This is the back of the t-shirt. It's freaking dope. And then it's a matching logo up front. So this is going to be given away to a lucky member. Yeah, and I bought a bunch of those. Let's see here. Oh yeah. No wait, that's a Harlequin one too. Oh, here's one. Here's a non-Harlequin one. This one is another shirt that I got. This is a blue one. If you guys like blue. It says Euro Tuning by enthusiasts for enthusiasts. I love it. You know. And then I was like, you know what? I gotta get something a little bit nicer. For you guys who work in the morning and drink coffee, we got Euro Tuning coffee mugs. These are dope. And then we got quite a few of these to give away. I'm gonna like double pack these. We have keychains, bottle openers. These are going to be hard to see, but I'm going to try to do the best I can to show you guys. This is a Euro Tuning bottle opener. Pretty freaking dope. We got a bunch of those to give away. Let's see here. Oh, these are cool. This is a pack of air fresheners that have like they're really long air fresheners that you hang from your window. So this is a pack of 1, 2, 3. So you know if you got multiple cars, you can give these out and put them in their car if you want to sport that. A bunch of stickers. These are patches, just so you guys know, for your jacket. So we ordered a bunch. I ordered more of these because I really enjoyed these patches, by the way. These are dope patches. We ordered some more, this really cool retro air freshener for your car. And then their classic stuff right here. Another air freshener, classic. We've got a bunch of those. And then we got some bunch of stickers. So we got this sticker, this one, this one, and this one. All these stickers in here. We also got some of these for your window. Got them in white, this weird chrome thing, black, and white. Now, there's still more coming. That's not everything, by the way. You guys are funny. So all this stuff, Eurotuning hooked it up. I bought a lot of it on my own with my own money, but a lot of it also, was given by Eurotuning for us. So we have another box of merch coming still. So this weekend we're just gonna start giving it all away. No, that's the whole point, Wayne. That's the whole point. We're supposed to be getting along. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up about what's going on this weekend on our Patreon. There's going to be a private contest. There's going to be a couple other extra prizes. If you guys want to give me a second, I can show you guys the extra prizes. I'm gonna have 3 of them available for you guys. Don't want to damage this stuff, so give me a second here and I'll go really quick. I know where they are. Freaking in, it's cold. Where's my gird? Okay. Here we go. These are the 3 extra prizes that I got. Whew, it's cold. So, number 1, what I have in my hand, I have 3 computers here. Now these computers are super durable. They're called Panasonic Toughbooks. This one is called a ToughMate. This is a full-blown computer, okay? The palm of my hand. You guys understand? This computer is pretty much water resistant. It's rugged. It's meant to be dropped. It's meant to be abused, okay? These things are so dope, and these are exclusive to Patreon. Now, if you got a free laptop, it's gonna have all the same equipment. You're gonna get an OBD2 cable, VCDS light, all the Bentley manuals on here. You're gonna get a charging cable, a battery, and just so you guys know, these are brand new. These are not used tablets. This is a Panasonic Toughbook tablet, and you're gonna get these for free. These are Intel. These are all Intel machines. They're older. You guys understand this? They're brand new, but they're old, new stock. So hopefully that helps for you guys. I'm going to be giving one of the tablets away, which is super cool. And then this thing right here. I'm going to show you guys the bigger one later. Okay. This is, again, the same exact thing that I showed you, but you guys need a close up of this. This thing's freaking cool. Hold on. Okay. So for this guy, this is, again, same exact thing. This thing's water resistant, drop resistant, has a built-in handle, battery. Also, I have a stylus for it that comes with it. This has a full latch, locks the unit in place, and then you get full keyboard, touchpad, and screen. Now, what makes this thing extra dope, it comes apart and turns into a portable diagnostic machine. This thing has anywhere from 2 to 5 hours of usage, just like this. And it comes with a little stylus. So if you're doing diagnostic work and you don't want this in the way, just detach it and you got a full-blown travel PC. Okay? This thing is not made out of cheap stuff. This is full-blown, like ABS, water resistant. It's not waterproof, it's water resistant. You'll notice all the ports on this device are sealed. Here and here. This is to prevent water from getting in. These are for people who work in field sites, who work on ladders or work on sites that's just like you're dangerous to your equipment. You don't have to worry about dropping this. You drop it, pick it right back up, and get back to work. So if you're like me, who works on cars all the time, and you drop this, you try doing some work, don't worry about it. Pick it right back up and get back to work. Okay? Super, super dope. I'm giving these one of these away. On the weekend. So this weekend you get one of these. And then, the bad mamma jamma out of all the Panasonic Toughbooks. This is the same thing, but bigger. This is a 14-inch Panasonic Toughbook and has the battery, has a built-in latch, and a beautiful screen, full keyboard. It's not detachable. But for this, I have one of these, and I'm going to give one of these away. I was going to actually put it up for sale, but I decided to just keep it and give it to a Patreon member because I'd rather have someone who would take advantage of this versus just someone buying it just for the heck of it. Again, all aluminum construction, hardcore plastic everywhere. Everything is designed to be water resistant, not waterproof. There is a difference. Okay? It's got a built-in CD drive, which I'd never even seen before on a computer anymore. But this thing's still ultra light. It's very light for what it is. And I'm giving this away this weekend. All right, guys? Charger, it comes already with Windows Pro, VCDS Lite, an OBD2 cable, Bentley manual, everything you need to get started to do legit diagnostic work with a legit PC. Like, I'm not kidding. This thing is legit. And I mean, I have no use for it, so that's why I didn't keep it for myself. I actually kept one of the little tablets for myself because I like to have one in my car and then just charge it when I'm on about, and that way I can check people's cars and stuff like that. So be ready for the contest this weekend, guys. Tons of swag, tons of PC stuff we're giving away. All right. So that's this weekend. Merch, laptops, all for Patreon members only. It is going to be a private a private giveaway. So if you guys aren't Patreon members, highly recommend. I'm gonna put up the new tier tonight for $2 a month on the Patreon page. So be ready for that. So if you guys want to be a patron and you want to get a chance to win that merch and the laptops, definitely subscribe today and be ready for the weekend because you will benefit from it. Okay? Now that's over. So the next subject is the future. Okay? Now that we got a VR6 Turbo and a Mark IV that's all going to go into, we're going to build it and blah, 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 blah. What's next for the next season of PincheAls Garage Patreon? This is kind of like my choice because I want to evolve the channel a little bit more, not just stay stuck with the Mark or VWs. So next season, we're going to do motorcycles and scooters. So the goal for next season of PincheAls Garage is to give away a legit scooter and a motorcycle, okay? New or used. But the goal is to build them, not just buy one and give them away. I want to get involved in learning how to build motorcycle engines, servicing them, repairing them, doing rebuilds, doing custom work on them. Believe it or not, for what we spent on this Mark IV to build an engine and a car, I could have given away at least 3 motorcycles already, fully custom and all done up for that. Why not? Why not have a little bit extra new content that's a little different from the norm here at PincheAls Garage? We're gonna do DIYs, we're gonna learn how to do repairs, maintenance and service on all these bikes. And then what's really, really cool about it is that brings another group of people into the channel. So as we make a nice salad of different variety people, we generate more income. So when we have more subscribers, again, we all benefit from it. That way we can generate content even faster because we have more income coming in. And as we grow and grow on income, we all benefit from it, and as we benefit from it, we all win. Like it's a literally a win-win situation for all of us. So that's why I'm trying to get into motorcycles, into scooters and motorcycles in general. They're fun. They're super fun. We're not here to go, bro. You don't understand. Me and Rob already started a scooter gang, bro. We already started a scooter gang. And I would love to have more people to be involved with scooters and motorcycles. They're fun. They're fun. They're safe fun as long as we follow the rules. Simple as that. You guys are hilarious. So again, it's one of those things that we talk about, and I want that to be the next season of PincheAls Garage is a scooter and a motorcycle giveaway. Obviously, you're going to make the choice on what scooter and what motorcycle. I can already think about you guys are going to just do the either a Yamaha Zuma or a Honda Ruckus, because those things are super moddable and they're dope as all hell. But for a motorcycle, I was really thinking about an adventure bike, a Royal Enfield 411 Scram, or a Royal Enfield Himalayan would be super dope for like a starter adventure bike. That would be super cool for you guys. Deck it out with like saddlebags, a custom seat, maybe an intake, an exhaust, a cam, a custom tune, all this stuff. This is stuff that you could do to a bike, like a car, but much more affordable, you know? So again, these are ideas that we have for future. Again, for you guys who live out here in San Diego or are willing to drive, maybe we can get a group together to do like an adventure ride out in the desert, you know, and go camping for a weekend. I would love for some of you guys to come out here, You know, we either take a car or we ride our bikes and go to the desert and go enjoy some off-road fun, or just, you know, just riding in general, and, you know, and just go have fun and have a quick adventure on a weekend. I'd love that. Maybe we can do a contest where we fly out a few of you guys to California, and we give away a couple bikes. You know, maybe we buy more affordable motorcycles, cheaper ones, and like say have 4 bikes that we give away, and we have those 4 bikes set up and built, and then we fly out a couple of our Patreon members, and we all go out for an adventure ride. Now, obviously, yeah, we can go camp in my backyard and go swimming. I'm down for that too. Again, these are ideas, these are dreams, these are thoughts that we all can expand on as the Patreon page gets bigger, and the Patreon community just keeps growing. And as we grow, we expand and we go beyond what we do traditionally. And I think we all win in that situation personally. So again, it's an idea. That's legit. Or Rob, another option would be have a custom trailer made for your car to haul your ruckus that matches your car. Guess who's doing that? Okay, so now that we expanded on that subject and just wanted to give you guys the future details of that, let's go to the next piece, Q&A. Since you guys are here live now, what questions do you have for me, and what can I help you answer? I got my phone here. I'm ready to answer any questions. So I got a question right now. Do you charge to apply manifold, turbo, and everything like on your VR6 Patreon? Hayden, I don't understand what you mean by that question. Do I charge to apply manifold, turbo, and everything? I mean, are you talking about like me doing a service on your car, like doing all that? Because everything I do is free. Carlene, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do next wax fundraiser. I don't know about that. Not with my heart condition, no. I'm scared to have a wax job, I'll tell you that. Oh, come on. You know that shit hurt for days, fool. I rashed. Number one, I rashed the next day. I scabbed literally for days after that. Every time I shower, it felt like I was like showering with sandpaper. I'm not doing that again. Not for a while. It's a long-lasting, painful endeavor after the fact. No. No, 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 thank you. That's right, Rob. No, thank you. Yeah, 100%. No, thank you. I agree. It's definitely funnier when it's somebody else and not yourself. 100% agree on that. Come on, guys, ask away the questions. I'm here to answer them, and I'm here for you guys. So if we stop asking stuff, I end up calling it a night. So I just wanted to make sure you guys had all the information and clarification about what's going on. How many monies? For what? Give me a little bit more information, McDubbin. How many monies? Because number one, all the money. I hate that word so much. You guys have any other questions? I guess, I know what I can do. You guys asked about this one too. The Porsche wheel. Just so you guys know, these are the new wheels for 2023 on my Mark IV GTI. We're going to be sporting these this year and next year coming. Just so you guys know. So I'm excited for these wheels, and they're dope. Yeah, and I agree. VRT does equal monies. That word. Okay, Roshindo. So they work for like 5 minutes and they stop working. Okay, two scenarios, two possible scenarios. Since they work immediately but they stop working, you might have a short or the comfort module. The comfort module sits underneath the AC system. It looks like an ECU, but it's like the ECU for all the weird electrical in your car. So I would probably figure out if there's a short. If not, swap out the comfort module that's built into the unit. Now, if you have VCDS, there's a possibility that it will give you a code. It will throw a code if that module is failing. VCDS will give you that information, just a heads up. All right, so yeah, that sounds about right, Ed. Yeah, VCDS Lite will give you information if that unit is failing. So, Andres Miranda, what do you think about superchargers on VR6? You have to be very careful on that word, okay? Superchargers, are we talking about belt-driven screw chargers or what we call a centrifugal charger, okay? Most people with VR6 use what they call a centrifugal charger. Another term for it is called a pro charger. It's a turbo that's literally ran off of a belt. So if we're talking about that, those are dope. But you have to get in perspective. You lose a lot of power, but you gain a lot of instant power. You don't make as much horsepower with one of those guys on a VR6 because it's a small engine. It's a very small displacement. Hey, good night, Sebastian. You too, man. Have yourself a great weekend too. So, pro chargers, centrifugal chargers, again, they're turbos that run off of a belt. Those are really cool. They make a lot of boost and they make it instantly because, again, it's a belt-driven turbo. The downside is that they draw from your engine's power to make power. So usually it's anywhere from like 10 to almost 15% power loss. But again, you gain that back with extra power. The downside of them is that you lose a ton of fuel efficiency. Believe it or not, a turbocharged VR6 has the same fuel efficiency as a stock VR6. Right? You'll get anywhere from like 18 to 24 miles to the gallon on a VR6 naturally aspirated. You'll get the same amount of gas mileage on a turboed one because you're getting free energy. You're getting free power because all the power comes from the exhaust, not from the turbo. or from a separate device. So that's what's really, really cool about turbos. It's free horsepower. Obviously, you spend a lot of money to get it, but it's free. Like the horsepower that you get out of it in comparison to other options is insanely more efficient than anything else out there in the world. For Roshindo, I don't know. I've never actually had one fail on me in all my cars, so I don't know if it's something you could just plug. It's like a plug and play or requires programming. I don't know, honestly. I don't know. That's cool. Twin charge a G60. That's gnarly. Again, superchargers are a personal choice for a lot of people. That's for sure. Matthew Smith, what is your opinion on a Mark 1 TT 1.8 liter? My opinion, if it's a Quattro, okay, just so you guys know, a lot of people, this is a very, what's the word? This is a very painful subject for a lot of people. A Mark 1 Audi TT is literally a GTI, Mark 4 GTI, okay? Now, if you can get a Mark 1 Audi TT 225 with Quattro, or they come with VR6s, just so you know, with Quattro, it's an R32, but with an Audi body, okay? This is something that people will get mad when I say this, but it literally is an R32 with an Audi body at a fourth of the cost, okay? You could go buy an Audi TT Mark 1 with Quattro for literally $4 grand, and it's pretty much an R32 just with an Audi TT body. That's it. Now, a lot of people out there are just gonna get mad that I say this, but it's just my personal and honest opinion. It is what it is. Okay. You can literally go buy remember, the Audi TT 225 is one of the best ones that comes with Quattro because it has a KO4, and with proper tuning, you can almost make 300 horsepower right off the bat. Like, it's insane. And it's like $4 grand. They're dirt cheap. No one wants them. I think if they're done up correctly with proper bodywork and a good paint job, the right wheels, because the wheels really, really make that car a lot, and obviously the height of it. If you don't get the stance right, the car looks weird as all hell. But it's a dirt cheap R32. I'm not kidding you. Just so you guys know, an R32 is it's not anything special. It's a 3.2 liter VR6 with all-wheel drive in a GTI, which came in the Audi TT. You can get a 3.2 liter VR6 in an Audi TT Mark 1 for a lot less money than an actual R32. Just FYI. Not bad. Let's see here. All right, Andres, another question. Since I have you here, similar window question. When I roll up my windows, they go up at an angle, and I need to straighten them before they go closed. Yeah, that's because the regulator is broken. You have to swap out your window regulator. Not bad, Matthew. He's actually going to go buy an Audi TT 225 if it is. Make sure, okay, if you're looking at that car, have someone jack up the rear end and look at the differential in the rear, which is the halodex. Look at the back of it and see if there's no leaks and no torn wires, because they're electronic. Just so you know, it's not a mechanical differential in the back. It's an electronic differential in the rear. So make sure that that system isn't broken or leaking, because you're going to definitely see a huge cost down the road. And this is a common problem even with R32s, just a heads up. For moldy, it's not four-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive is actually very, very different from quattro. Quattro is all-wheel drive, and it's smart all-wheel drive. Okay, four-wheel drive means all four wheels rotate at the same amount of power, and they all rotate at the same time. So whenever you see a four-wheel drive vehicle, they can rotate, they can literally do a 360 donut. All-wheel drive, you have a 40-60 usually. Sometimes it's like a 70-30. The rear is like 30% and the front is 70. What's it called? Quattro is an intelligent all-wheel drive or intelligent four-wheel drive, where it moves power based on the demand on where it needs it. It doesn't have it all the time. It just moves it back and forth. That's kind of like the generic way of explaining quattro versus four-wheel drive, like a big truck with four-wheel drive. No problem, Matthew. No problem at all, buddy. Okay, so it's good suspension. It's the same thing as the R32. Andres, I want to do a cat delete, but I don't know where to start. I'm having a shop do it for me, but is there any way the sensor's back on? Yeah, so you have to put the sensors back on. Now, if you want to prevent any codes from showing up, you need to go on 42 Draft Designs and get the O2 sensor spacer. It looks like a little, swoosh. You need that for the wideband sensor, okay? Make sure though you have the guys weld the sensors bungs back in the factory locations, okay? Same distances, okay? And you need that O2 sensor spacer. If not, it's gonna throw a code and you're gonna run lean as AF. It's gonna run really bad. Because your O2 sensor is gonna overcompensate like crazy, and it just doesn't know what it's doing. But if you put a spacer on it, it only smells a little bit of the fuel. So your secondary, your O2 sensor, the second O2 sensor doesn't do as much correction, and then it won't throw a code. Yeah, most exhaust shops should have matching bungs. They're usually about an inch long. That's all standard exhaust shop stuff. What I'm more concerned about again is again a spacer. 42 Draft Designs makes a phenomenal O2 sensor spacer. Get it from them. It's like 30 or 40 bucks. Have it shipped and that one you can do yourself. It's not like it doesn't need to be welded in. It's just threaded on and then you put the sensor on it. Any other questions? I got a question for you guys. How about that? So for everybody that's not a Patreon and a Patreon, would you guys like to would you guys like me to give you a full breakdown of the engine behind me? Andres, yes, that's correct. Okay, let's do that. Give me a minute and I'll move the engine out of the way. I mean, in the way. Up we go. Uh-oh, I almost lost that wheel. I gotta fix that wheel so bad. All right. That'll be good. I think that's good. I gotta get a 10 mil and a 5 mil. It's gotten colder in here. All right, I'm gonna take the valve cover off so you guys can see. You can see a full actual breakdown. I don't have the valve cover like fully bolted. I just have like 3 bolts on here. That's it. I actually got new hardware coming. I got all really nice hardware coming in, so it's nice and decorative. Okay. Gotta fix my mic. So give me a second here. Okay. Valve cover off. All right, so I'll give you guys a full breakdown of the actual engine here, so you guys understand what you're looking at and what we've done. Okay, so to break down this engine as clearly and as thoroughly as possible that we've done to this car engine, and you guys, again, all the way through, we're going to walk you through this. Starting with the head, okay? We're going to talk about just the head itself, because the head, we invested a lot of money in this head. Number one, we did Autotech 264 street cams. These are really, really good for boost. We were gonna do I think it was 268s or 272. I forgot what it was. The race cam. The problem with the race cam, it makes tuning this engine very, very difficult, and it makes an amazing lope, but it's just the tuning outside of that was very difficult. So I decided to go with the 264 street cams. They allow for a lot of boost, and they're just phenomenal for an extra just 5 to 10 horsepower. Just with cams alone. Now, we did all brand new timing components, so all OEM. We did all OEM timing components, the chain, the guides, all the hardware, all brand new and all OEM. The valves, we did a full, I think it's a Tectonics, full Tectonics HD valve titanium kit. So everything in here is full titanium, dual spring, titanium springs with retainers and keepers. We went 1 millimeter oversized on the intake and exhaust valves. So we gave this thing a ton of breathing room. So it's gonna breathe and it's gonna help spool this bad boy like no tomorrow. So we did that. We did brand new lightweight lifters. I decided to go lightweight hardened lifters. Now what this allows it to do is that the material, when it gets really, really hot, no flexibility, and over time, it'll just prevent the engine from having any issues, okay? The camera's dying, by the way, guys. Sorry, hopefully I can make it and give you guys a breakdown completely. That's the head. The engine, stock rods and pistons, okay, factory rods and pistons. However, we did all ARP hardware up and down, okay? So everything inside the block is made by ARP, forged parts. So that gives us, number one, the ability to up the boost like no tomorrow. Number two, it just makes it more reliable. We did a CTS turbo head spacer, and we dropped the compression all the way down to 9:1 from factory 10:1. We did a CTS turbo exhaust manifold. We did a Mamba Tech GT35 ball bearing turbo with internal wastegate. We're gonna block off the wastegate in the back. We did a full V-band setup, so it's all gonna be custom stainless steel V-band downpipe. All copper hardware with ARP studs. We did an aluminum factory oil pan with an R32 oil pump. The block was properly decked by Paradise Motorsports and honed, and the crank was polished. We did a Schimmel short ram intake manifold with custom fuel rail, and that's pretty much our full build. So the goal when we're done with this thing is going to make anywhere from 400 to 600 horsepower depending on how we get this tuned. I'm shooting for 500 or less because this thing is going to be ridiculously fast. Oh yeah, we also got a brand new balancer bolt. We're going to lose camera right now, guys, so just a heads up, okay? If we lose it, that's the end of the stream, but wanted to give you the heads up. I love you guys. Thank you for being a part of this whole entire project. I can't wait till we get even more members. Okay? And the more members we get, the more we get to do with builds. All right? As always here at PincheAls Garage, we're going to break, we're going to fix, and we're going to repeat. Peace out, everyone. And you guys have yourself a wonderful night. Stay safe out there. It's cold. It's blah, blah, blah. You know what's going on. The weather's crazy. Again, I'm just doing this as fast as we can because we're going to lose battery life in just a moment. But yeah, all built by me. And we all watched this entire build live. We did this entire build together, and everybody had input on it. Yeah, no, I agree. Whoever wins this better make a video. I'll do a live stream of to whoever wins this thing, you know? Yeah, smash that like button and that subscribe button too. Thanks, Rob. I appreciate that, buddy. And again, if you're not a Patreon, go to patreon.com, look up PincheAls Garage, and become a member. Okay, and again, I'm going to be adding a much lower tier, a $2 tier, which will allow people to have exclusive content and still be able to win this engine and the matching car that goes with it. If you win this Roshindo, I will drive the car to you in Arizona. Anybody who wins this, I will deliver the car personally to them. Yes, McDubbin, I will drive all the way to PA for you, buddy. I will drive anywhere in the U.S. and Canada. Just so you know, if you're from Canada, you can win this as well.